Hello my friends, this is Petru from Gulian Technology. Today I would like to show you how you can install SSH on Ubuntu. Ubuntu by default SSH is not installed. If you ask yourself what is SSH and why you need to install SSH, SSH stands for Secure Shell, and SSH is a protocol that gives you the possibility to control, to operate, to manage remote devices securely over an unreliable connection like internet. The first step that we need to take in order to install SSH is to look for a package which contains the SSH software. In Ubuntu, I will run first the cat-etcos release command to show you that I'm running Ubuntu 22.04. So the first step is to search for the software, or the package which contains the SSH software. In Ubuntu you need to run a command similar to this one. The command is apt-cache search SSH. I will use the pipe and grep. The grep command is a utility that filters the output. I will filter the output because if I run the command without any filter, you will see that I have a lot of results and it is not clear for me which packet I need to install. I will repeat the same command. I will add the pipe symbol. I will run grep. I will specify that the package name should start with the letters SSH. I will add a space and I close the quotes. Now, as you can see, the output is much shorter and I have only a single packet. So in order to install SSH, we need to install this package. In Ubuntu, the command that we need to run is sudo apt-get install SSH. The SSH packet was installed. Now we need step number 3, we need to check if the SSH is running. For this we will use the systemctl command with the status and name of the service. In our case is SSH-service. As you can see, the SSH service is running, it is loaded, and it is running, and it is active. By default, SSH is listening on TCP port 22. To confirm this, we can run the command sudo ss-t-lpn, and I will filter the output for 22. As you can see, we have a port in a listen state which is listening on all interfaces on port 22. And if we check the users in here, we can see that this is the SSHD user and this is the process ID for the SSH service. Now, after we are sure that the SSH server is up and running, we need to check the IP address of our VM, and for this we run the command IP address show. Our VM has two interfaces, a loopback interface, which is a logical interface, and a second interface which has the name EANS33. And if we check the details for this interface, we can find that the IP address is 192.168.1.130 with the subnet mask with the prefix /24 or a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Now we need to connect to the VM and to test if we are able to use SSH. For this, in the left window I have a new terminal for a different machine from my Mac. and I will try to connect from my Mac to the Ubuntu machine which is running in a VM. On my Mac I will run the command SSH. I will specify the name of the I specify the username and the IP address of the VM, which is 192.168.1.130, and we need to specify the password for our user account. The connection via SSH was successful. So you can see we are logged in the Ubuntu machine. To confirm this, I will run the ID command, which shows that I am logged with the user Petru with the user ID 1000. And if I run cat etc os release, we see that I am indeed connected to Ubuntu, to my VM Ubuntu 22.04. What else you can do with SSH? SSH is a very useful protocol which also permits you not only to connect to different devices like VMs which are running Linux, or to network devices like switches and routers. It also permits to transfer files between different machines. For this you need to run the command scp, which is based on SSH. It is also using the TCP port 22. If you want to find more information about SSH, you can run man SSH, and manual page will be open for the SSH. So you can see the page of the manual page is SSH, open SSH, remove login client. And here you can find more details about the SSH and how you can use it on Ubuntu. In order to exit from the manual page, you need to press the Q letter from your keyboard. This is all for now. I just wanted to show you how you can install SSH, and you can use it from this point on to manage different machines or different VMs which are running Linux. It is much easier to work in a terminal by opening different tabs and connect to different machines than to log into every machine via the graphical user interface. I hope you'll find this tutorial useful and you'll use SSH in future in order to manage your machines. This is all for now. See you next time. Bye.